I get lonesome a lot because I live alone. I had no idea what had happened to me until I was told. It was pretty difficult to comprehend that I had been through all of that. 2 years ago, I was hospitalized for 3 weeks and put on medication. So I'm on an antidepressant right now, and I'll probably be for a long time.
Depression is probably one of the most common consequences of traumatic brain injury.
First year of the accident I was into, I was pretty depressed. You know, saying, "Oh, why did this happen? I should have died. I shouldn't just stayed under the truck." Yeah, I was just I was very negative.
And it has multiple causative factors. So one potential influence is actually the brain itself. So there are neural circuits in the brain that influence how one feels. And there's evidence now that certain regions in the brain, particularly in the frontal lobe, may be most involved in depression. And neurotransmitter systems, the chemicals that drive the brain, are also a big part of the story. So when there is a brain injury, neurotransmitter systems can also become deranged, and the regions of the brain that mediate emotions and emotional control can go awry. So that is one cause of depression, is that the brain itself has been compromised, and those circuits that sort of keep in balance one's tendency to feel sad, one's tendency to feel happy, become unbalanced because of the injury. So that's one cause.
And I saw doctors for it, and basically they say it'll pass, but you just gotta focus on how I am now, or focus ahead. And they were right, I was like, oh, okay, you can start doing this, so it'll make me feel better. And I did. And I've never really thought negative my whole life. I've never thought negative. Just that year after the accident was like the worst. I think the first year was bad, then after that it started getting better.
Another cause is that individuals, as they become sort of used to their problems that may be long-standing. So it could be loss of the left side of the body, what's called a hemiparesis.
I was depressed the first year after I wake up from a coma.
If that problem does not improve, they may experience depression because they've lost a vital function, and one in which they have the recollection of how easy things were before, and now things are effortful and challenging, and it's very hard to continuously have to put out effort for something that did not get a thought before. And so that kind of having to put out that additional effort and do things differently all the time can become a bit grating over time and contribute to some feelings of depression.
I went depressed because I was seeing everybody that surround me, walking, going to places, enjoying life, and I was kind of a little hard on myself.
Another possibility or possible cause is changes in the social circle. So individuals who have experienced severe traumatic brain injury, for example, who have had a long period of hospitalization, no longer, maybe they get out of the hospital after a few months, but are not returning to work, not returning to school, are not engaged with the people who made up their day very often anymore. And so there can be a sort of straying away from those individuals who were part of their day. And it can go both ways. It may be the friends who sort of, go down a different path, or it may be that person who just doesn't feel that same connection that they did before.